questions for our student athletes. And start with Justin.
So Noah, I've asked Coach Brennan and Seth about just the red zone and what you guys did there last year. What were some of the issues in that area last year, and what gives you confidence that the group that you guys have this year, you guys will improve in that area?
Yeah, I really can't speak too much on last year. I'll take responsibility for a lot of the struggles we had down in the red zones, but this year, we have a great scheme, we have a great plan down there with Coach Deggy, and we have playmakers around the field that will make our job easy. So whether you want to stack the box, we have guys that can win one-on-one outside, or if you guys want to stop the pass, we have offensive line in the ground and pound game that can help us as well. So really excited about the scheme, really excited about our personnel down there.
And then Daggy said probably the most improved group on offense is tight ends. What have you seen out of that group?
Yeah, I think we talked about it a little bit about it yesterday at Media Day, but I give a lot of credit to Coach Miller and the recruiting he did, but more so how his way of coaching. He's kind of helped those guys grow into great players, but he's helped the mentality of the tight end room and the offense in general in drastic ways. And you kind of see the confidence that they're playing with from TP. I think he was the biggest. He made the biggest improvements during spring and throughout the summer. Sam Olsen, obviously having Kean back and Cam healthy is great.
We'll go Brian and then Troy.
Braden, when you were looking for other schools, why would a school that already had an established starter coming back be the place you wanted to go, as opposed to somewhere where you might be more in line to play right away?
Yeah, I think in the portal, a lot of it's just about timing. And Arizona was just kind of a place that came in at the right time for me. Coach Daggy and I had just an established relationship going back to when I was in high school and he was at USC. That had a lot to do with it. And then obviously, you're confident in yourself, you're confident in this team, you believe this team can be special and do special things, and I wanted to be a part of it.
Troy and Jenna.
Noah, Braden has a lot of experience starting at Wisconsin. What have you learned from him already in this short time since he's been on campus?
Yeah, he's been great. He's been awesome in every aspect. Obviously, you know what he can do on the field. There's a reason he has a lot of experience under his belt, the way he throws the ball. One of the smartest guys I've been around. So learned a lot about scheme, learned a lot about defenses, picking his brain. It's been great to have somebody that you trust on the sideline when you're in, so when you come off, you're able to talk to him about things that he saw from a different point of view. So from that aspect, it's been great. And then our quarterback room as a whole, on and off the field, has been fantastic, and our relationships hang out a lot off the field. Big golfers in our room, so it's been a great experience.
Jenna and then David.
No, something you talked about in the spring was wanting to become a more vocal leader through the summer and fall, and Seth Davey just said that that's probably the area that you've grown the most. How would you kind of evaluate how your leadership has grown to this point?
Yeah, I think I'm starting to get a little more comfortable. Still not where I want to be, still not where I need to be. Still trying to find kind of my identity in that aspect, but like I said before, seeing Coach Daggy, seeing Coach Brennan the way they are in front of the team, how genuine they are, it's definitely great to have a role model like that.
Davey says that you'll kick him out of the huddles and leave him instead during periods and stuff like that?
Yeah, you just kind of feel it at times where we don't need to hear his voice, we need to hear the players' voices. So Coach Daggy has the biggest voice on the team. Everybody respects him, everybody listens to him, but there's definitely times where some other guys need to step up.
David and then Justin.
Braden, one of the things that Coach Daggy said was that he feels like he has to have total confidence in his number two, that if that player has to go in the game, that you can still score points. How are you different maybe than Noah, and how would this offense be the same or different with you leading?
That's a good question. I think obviously watching Noah, being around Noah, and just being coached by Daggy, you try to do a lot of things the same way. We're different players in some aspects. His improbability is second to none in my opinion, and for me, I wouldn't say I know my limitations, but I just think it's a different style a little bit. But yeah, the goal is to put the ball in the right player's hands and to score points and gain yards and create positive plays. And so at that, it doesn't really matter who's in the game. That's always going to be the goal and the standard.
Coach Brennan said when he was in here that two important things for quarterbacks in terms of their wide receivers is that the wide receivers run the right route so the quarterback knows where they are and they catch the ball to give the quarterback that confidence. How would you read that in terms of the relationship between the quarterback and the wide receiver?
Yeah, I mean, it's a crucial relationship. It's something that we pride ourselves upon all year long, no matter if it's the season, the summer, the spring, the winter. We're constantly throwing. And what I love about our guys is we've got a lot of obsessed guys, guys that want to grow, guys that want to be here, guys that want to get better. And so that's been awesome for Noah and I. And I know that we've put a ton of time into this, and we're excited to see. We're excited to line it up against somebody else and go compete.
Justin and Michael.
I'm really curious about this golf thing. You guys go out and play a lot?
As much as we can.
Okay.
Yeah, we went a couple times as a quarterback group during the summer. Everybody going during the summer, so it's really just us. But yeah, it's been fun.
Where do you guys play?
We played a La Paloma once. We kind of go around wherever we could get on, to be honest.
Okay. And then, Braden, I believe you started at Mississippi State, is that right?
My first year, yes, sir.
So, Mike Leach?
Yep.
Mike Leach guy. Said that he played for Mike Leach at Texas Tech. Are there any philosophies? I know they're kind of different personalities, but do you know any similarities or anything like that? For sure.
I mean, I like philosophy-wise, just the whole expect to score. One thing I love about Daggy and Leach is I think that they keep it very simple. Like they're obsessed with winning. Leach was never obsessed with, how many passing yards we're going to throw for, which, I mean, from the stats, it might not be believable, but, he was never obsessed with stats or anything like that. He just wanted to win. Daggy is very similar to that. I kind of laugh sometimes because I'll tell Daggy like he's having a Leach moment when he starts ripping our guys or whatever. But yeah, no, they're similar in some ways. Obviously, I don't know that you can emulate Mike Leach, but yeah, they definitely from a philosophical standpoint, there are a lot of similarities.
And how was it learning from Mike Leach?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, just one of a kind. He's just unapologetically himself every single day. I enjoyed every day with him. It's fun to be around for sure.
Michael and Troy.
A couple for each of you. First of all, who's the best golfer among the group?
We actually might have the best quarterback. Our room might be the best golfers on the team. We might have to take the top 4 or 5 spots. So there's only 5 of us in there, so I think we'll take the top 3 spots.
So I mean, among the quarterbacks, who's winning?
Ooh, we play scrambles.
Yeah.
We're not good enough to play our own ball. We're not good enough to play our own ball yet, but we'll play scrambles.
Okay. For both of you, how would you describe the relationship between the two of you and how you've built that over the last few months?
It's been great. It kind of flowed extremely well from the moment you got here. Our first conversation kind of dating back to January, but it goes well when you have 2 professionals. We both want to win. We both believe in ourselves to win. And at the end of the day, I feel confident saying that the whole team would trust whoever's behind center. So I'm extremely happy with our relationship. It's been great.
Yeah, and I can speak to that too. From day one, just a mutual respect for each other, and I have so much respect for his body of work and what he's done for this university, and I'm blessed to be around him every day. So just thankful that I get to be here and be a part of this deal.
Sure. And for Noah, you look very natural when you throw out the first pitch. You guys team. What's your background with baseball?
Yeah, I grew up playing baseball. I played baseball until I was about 13. Wish I played it in high school, but I never really pitched. My dad didn't let me pitch growing up, so I played more middle infield, center field. So definitely missed a diamond. I actually had to go back to the softball facility and throw a couple pitches before I went out there. So it was a great opportunity.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, I think, has talked about how baseball has helped him in terms of like getting to different angles and platforms and stuff. Is there any sort of correlation or translation from middle infield to?
I think so. Being able to play off platform, being able to use different arm angles, different releases. I know Braden was a baseball player too, so I think it's just kind of natural throwing the football, playing with different bases, getting the ball out quick.
Troy and then Damien.
Dave, you mentioned that Sawyer's been kind of attached at your guys' hip, trying to learn. What have you seen in terms of his growth from spring to now, and just that willing to learn mentality that he's shown?
Yeah, I think Saul's done a great job of just coming in and learning and kind of like I talked about earlier, just being obsessed. I think he's got a bright future here, and he's doing a lot of things the right way. I know he's gained the respect of a lot of guys, and he's impressed a lot of people, just whether it's throwing the ball or athletically or the way that he trains or just knowing his job. When you're a freshman, that's that's one of the hardest things to do is just know what to do. And he's done a great job. I think he's mature beyond his years. And like I said, I think he's got a bright future here.
Yeah, I think Saw's been great from the moment he got here. From a personality standpoint, he's someone that everybody loves to be around. I know we love to be around him. He's a professional, and he's one of the most genuine guys you'll meet. He's the one that's always running around celebrating your success, and then that just makes you, when he has success, you want to celebrate him just as much. So we know the type of person he is off the field. I wish you guys could see the way he works on the field. He pushes all of us. He's probably the fastest and most athletic one in the quarterback room and in the strength and conditioning aspect. And then it's great to see him coming into his own, becoming more confident on the field. You see him kind of more comfortable with the plays, being able to use his natural talent, which he has a lot of, and I think he has an extremely bright future.
We'll go to Damien and then we'll wrap up with David.
So Noah, Seth was talking about there's essentially a direct correlation between great quarterbacks and ego. So I'm curious, where does your ego come into play as it pertains to being a quarterback?
My ego is just winning. That's all that I care about. All I care about is the team's success, the team winning. So stats, in my opinion, don't matter. Winning's all that matters, and whatever I can do on my part to contribute to that is all that matters to me.
So Brady, similarly, what do you think the relationship is between stellar quarterback play and just that ego?
Yeah, I think that your self-talk and your self-belief is, arguably the most important part of playing the position. You're going to hear it from everywhere every single week. People are going to say things about you, and you got to continue to believe in yourself, no matter what happens, if it's good or bad. And like Noah said, it's not you can't worry about what numbers say. You can't worry about what people say about you or anything like that. If you win 7-6, success, that's good. There's no bad wins in college football. All wins are good wins. And so that's our goal. We want to win every single week. And outside of that, there's not much to worry about.
Last question for David.
Obviously you want to win every rep in practice, but when you come out in team and you throw a deep ball touchdown to Chris Hunter on the first play, how much does that matter for confidence? Is it just another play, another practice? Or how do you evaluate coming out and just making that first strike right away?
Yeah, it is a lot of excitement. You want to have that excitement. You want to have that juice on the sideline, especially when it's hot out there. It's a long day, the last period. You definitely want to find success. You definitely want to find joy in doing what we love to do. So it was a great way to start off the period, but at the end of the day, those are one of those periods where you just got to move on to the next play. You saw Chris, he caught it, came right back, get on the ball in the next play. So we're kind of in that building phase. We're definitely finding a lot of energy, a lot of excitement behind Coach Deggy, behind the offense, but we also know that we're building to where we want to be.